following is a Learfield presentation of the Ohio Sports Network.
Swing and a miss, strike three.
Ohio baseball is on the air.
Fly ball left center field and deep, way back. This ball has a chance. It's gone, and the Bobcats paint this one green and white.
2023 Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield is brought to you by Steak and Shake, People's Bank, McDonald's, Harmar Stores, and Union Street Diner.
Flyers to first, and they got him. Oh, baby, what a big-time play. Down the line and right, long run. Roush dives, and he made an incredible catch.
The Diamond Cats are also brought to you by Care Source, Chick-fil-A, Ohio Health, Go-Mart, and the Mark Porter Auto Group.
Way back, and that's back-to-back jacks. Another Bobcat blast.
It's time to head to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Bobcats.
Painted green and white. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Ohio wins.
Russ Eisenstein.
Sports is all about switching things up. Home and road, win or loss, offense or defense. In baseball, balls and strikes, hit or out, and then add in the uniforms and you really got it all switched up. Ohio baseball switches from road last weekend to home this weekend against Eastern Michigan. And the Bobcats switched from 500 in the MAC to over 500 with their second series win at Northern Illinois. Now they want to build on that and not switch back. Fifth-year catcher, Mason Minzy.
We're 5-4, and Eastern Michigan's 4-5 in the conference right now. This series is really big for both teams. It could go either which way, and Coach Moore's really been putting it in our minds to not let that dictate who we are, but really just trying to drive us to get that better record so that we have a better chance there at the end of the season.
Minzy knows all about switching things up. He's a rare switch-hitting catcher who has power from both sides of the plate. Fly ball hit a ton to right, way back, and that's a grand slam. Bobcat blast. Good morning, Mason Minzy. Fly ball hit a ton to left, way back and long gone. 16-11 Cats. Mason Minzy mashes for another Bobcat blast.
Last year, it was definitely a big jump going back into switch hitting. I felt like I had more success on the left side. To be honest with you, it's been quite the opposite. I feel like I've had more success on the right side of the plate this year. I love switch hitting. If I had the decision not to go back and not switch hit, then I would.
Being a switch hitter goes back to when he was younger. Last year, Minzy told Ashley Beach from the Post, the Ohio student newspaper, that goes all the way back to wiffle ball.
Brings me back to my love for the game. Hitting home runs, hitting doubles, getting base hits, driving in runs. It all leads back to just having fun with the game, and that just always brought me back to playing wiffle ball. I mean, I always had fun back in the backyard.
The Texas Tech transfer and Michigan native had fun as a .308 hitter, an all-MAC second-teamer last year, and he's flipped the switch to .338 this year and would love to be an all-league first-teamer. And not seeing his name on a preseason all-conference list switched up the motivation.
Obviously, it's not a say-all, be-all on who they pick for MAC preseason and stuff like that. But it definitely drives me when I don't see my name on the list for catcher or DH or whatever it is. Really mainly focused on just going out there every day with a full heart and ready to play each and every day.
Ohio's offense is third best in the league. The staff ERA is 9th. No one knows that has to switch up more than the battery, the pitchers and the catchers. But Double M feels the guys on the mound can get it done.
Everybody's got confidence in these guys. I mean, they come out each day and they're ready to pitch. They're ready to get on the mound, and we're ready to stay behind them and play good defense behind them.
1-2 pitch on the way. Strike three, and you could paint this one green and white. It's 7-14 and 5-4 Ohio University and the 11-10 and 4-5 Eastern Michigan University Eagles. And from Bob Wren Stadium in Athens, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. I'm Russ Eisenstein. You made the right switch for infotainment. The On Deck Show continues with our visit with head coach Craig Moore. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Game 1 of a 3-game series, Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore, what sticks out to you more through Sunday to now? The series win or Game 3 from last weekend?
The series win obviously was big. Anytime you can win a series on the road, it's a huge deal momentum-wise for your team. But the way that we kind of left the Calb, kind of left a little bit of a sour taste in our mouths, and felt like we had a decent workload with practice this week, and our guys are ready to get this game 1 underway.
Scoring runs. What do you like about your approach at the plate?
They're battling, they're competing. No matter what the game is, in terms of the score or anything like that. These guys just keep competing inning by inning, and if we can just keep on getting some zeros and things like that out of our pitching staff and give our offense a chance, to do what they've been doing over the course of the year, we'll be in competitive games throughout the course of the season.
Numbers don't always tell all of the story, but the staff ERA is high and the batting average against is high too. What do you read from those numbers, and how do those get better?
I think it's coming down to a little bit more intent in our bullpen sessions during the week. We made some adjustments with backing off on the amount of pitches that we're throwing, so that we get a little bit more intent based down there, and basically just getting some confidence back in some of those guys. I think that's probably one area that Coach Brown's been talking to those guys about, is just, if you're not confident in your ability, it's hard to go out there and execute.
You had the battle back, and I don't know if I've seen in all my years of doing this, and I don't know if it'd be interesting to know if you have either, getting down 10-0 in the first inning and winning with no drama, as what happened in the first game of the doubleheader in DeKalb.
Yeah, I've never been a part of a game like that where you're down 10-0 after the first inning, and you really don't know how the rest of the day is going to go, But like I said, our guys are resilient. They're fighters. They battled, and we were fortunate enough to get that game 1 on that Sunday.
Yeah. These types of series, the Eastern Series, the Toledo Series, the scores this weekend from yesterday and today have been interesting around the rest of the league. But if it comes down to what we think it might come down to, these series against like-minded teams, the Easterns and the Toledos over the next 2 weekends, are huge.
Yeah, every weekend is big in conference, and you're looking at some of the teams that were picked maybe to finish a little bit at the bottom of the standings, and they're playing and they're competing with the teams at the top, and I don't know if this is the most parity I've seen in this conference or not, but it's pretty close to that. But yeah, it's going to come down to if we can pitch. If we can pitch, we can play defense. Again, I feel very confident in our offense that they can get the job done.
It is amazing across sports, a team's dominance over another team. In basketball here, it's Ohio against Ball State. The Bobcats have won like 22 of the last 25 against BSU. You guys in baseball, this is hard to do, to win 11 in a row and 11 of the last 12 against Eastern Michigan. What is it about this matchup against the Eagles that's been really favorable for you, home or road?
I don't know if I have an answer for that, to be quite honest with you. Every game that we have against Eastern Michigan is a competitive game. I mean, if you can go back and look at some of the scores in those past couple of years, and it could have gone either way, really easy, and there's a lot of games have been one-run game type deals, and we've been, obviously fortunate enough to come out on top, but hoping this weekend we can kind of keep that momentum going against them.
The read on them, the reigning player of the year in the league, they steal a lot of bases and they get extra base hits, doubles in particular. What sticks out to you about this matchup for you?
Yeah, they're offensive. They're aggressive on the bases like you mentioned, and their offense, their lineup is a veteran lineup. If you look at their roster, you look at they've got 4 or 5 graduate kids in the lineup, and I've always have had a belief that in this league, if you're a veteran team, you have a chance to be very successful, and they're showing that right now, but and they're pitching it too, they're pitching it better than what they have in the past, and when you have that combination of good pitching and good defense and then a strong offense, you're going to get yourself opportunities to win games late, and that's what they've been doing.
Good luck.
Thanks, Russ.
That's head coach Craig Moore. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Stay tuned. We pop the top in this series. Ohio and Eastern Michigan next on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
The following.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m.
Taylor Hopkins, the shortstop. Batting fifth, second baseman Corey Taylor. Ryan Lux will make his 8th start. He's their catcher, and he bats 6th. Hitting 7th, the right fielder Kyle Schrodel, Schroedle. Aaron Dolney's the 8-hole hitting DH, and rounding out the lineup and playing in center field is Cole Wilcox. Miller, Kirk Cross, Hopkins, Taylor, Lux, Schrodel, Dolney, Wilcox. On the mound, Thomas House. House, 6'2", 170 from Ross, Ohio in the Cincinnati area. He's 1-2 with a 4.62 ERA. Now for Craig Moore in the Ohio Bobcats, leading off and playing in center field, A.J. Roush. Hitting second, first baseman Alec Patino. In the 3-hole, the catcher is Mason Minzy. Will Sturrick's cleanup, hitting at 356, he's in right field. Batting fifth is third baseman Colin Kasperbauer. In the 6th spot, DH Cole Williams, playing in his 9th game, and he's got a 4.32 average in that time. Gideon Antle, he's in left field. He bats 7th. Alex Finney's the 8-hole hitting second baseman, and Nick Dolan rounds out the lineup, the shortstop. It's Roush, Patino, Minzy, Sturrick, Kasperbauer, Williams, Antle, Finney, and Dolan. On the mound for Ohio is Luke Olson, 2-1 with a 6.06 ERA. This is his 7th start, 6'2", 220 out of Granville, Illinois. And he's ready to go after he took the win at Northern Illinois last weekend. We were originally slated to play last night. We're ready to play today. 9-inning game, game 1 of this 3-game series, and we're off to the races, and the first one's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. It's Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Enjoy the broadcast in the ball game, everybody, as Glenn Miller takes one outside, their third baseman. It is 1-1. Miller, a .286 hitter with a home run and 9 runs batted in. The Eagles' third baseman hits on the right side. Next one's a check swing. It's a strike. It is 1-2. Game time temperature 48 degrees. It feels like 41. Winds out of the north-northwest at 21 miles per hour. The UV index is 1. 1-2 sweeps outside from Olson. It is 2-2. Originally scheduled to play yesterday. Didn't play yesterday. Doubleheader tomorrow. 2-2. Fouled back. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Bobcats are in the green tops, arched Ohio in black, trimmed in white across the chest. White pinstriped pants. Eagles are in black tops, gray trousers. 2-2, that hit him on an off-speed delivery on the left side. Hit him on the left arm, and Miller is on base. So no perfecto today. Here's Matt Kirk. Kirk's their left fielder. Hits .367 with 5 homers and 20 runs batted in. He is the reigning Mid-American Conference Player of the Year. He's the 3rd Eagle all-time, or Huron, to have that distinction. From Milford, Ohio, transfer from Cypress College and from Toledo. Left-handed hitter, and he is a doubling machine. Back of the box, and the Eagles will steal. A throw over to first. Eastern 48 for 62 on the base paths. That's number 2 in the MAC and number 22 nationally. Holding at first is Miller, and apparently he went. It's a strike. It is 0-1 on Matt Kirk. A .367 hitter. He had a great year last year. He hit .356. 0-1 pitch from Olsen. Top towards first, foul. It's 0-2. The Eagles at 11-10, 4-5 in the league. Bobcats come into this thing at 7-14, but 5-4 in the MAC. And these are important series here against the Eagles and then against the Rockets next weekend on the road in Toledo. Matt Kirk's former school. 0-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Elevated heat, and he actually got a little piece of it. That's a big K for Olsen. That's strikeout number 25 for him to go along with 9 walks. So you get the former MAC Player of the Year on strikes. And here's Cross. Left-handed batter, open stance, looks real hitterish up there. And a throw to first chases Miller back. If you're wondering about Miller, he's 3 for 5 in stolen bases this year. First one, fly ball down the line and right, could be trouble. It's toward the corner and it bangs off the wall. Over there to get it is Sturrock. Rounding second and pulling into third is Miller. It is a double for Josh Cross. And the Eagles continue to double. That is 2-bagger number 48 for Eastern Michigan this year. Second and third, the runners. Cross clangs one off the wall and right. Here's Taylor Hopkins, their cleanup hitter and shortstop. For Cross, that is his 7th double. Kirk, by the way, has 12. And Kirk's had 37 over the last 2 seasons now. Second and third, the runners. Here's another left-handed hitter. It's Hopkins, and he takes one low and away. It's 1-0. Their shortstop hits .322. 5 homers and 22 runs batted in. Pulled in at third is Casper Bauer. Back of the bag at first is Patino. This is an inside-out swing to short. Will bring in a run. Backhand pickup Dolan. Throws to first. Dug out by Patino. And there's a 1-0 Eastern Michigan lead. On a ground out for Hopkins, 6-3. In comes Miller to score. Over towards third is Cross. So Hopkins with his 23rd run batted in. And Eastern leads it 1-0 to start. Finally, a right-handed hitter. It's Corey Taylor. Hits .323, 4 homers and 12 runs batted in. And he takes an elevated strike. It is 0-1. Mid-American Conference umpiring crew today. Manny Gonzalez behind the plate. Kirk Dominic at third. Jim Strohs at first. 2 gone, top of the first, 1-0 EMU, and he tried to hit that one over the batter's eye. Came up empty. It's 0-2. The Eagles have the 5th best offense in the league at .277. Ohio, by comparison, is third. 0-2, missed up and away. It's 1-2. 2 gone, runner at third, 1-0 Eastern Michigan. They had 2 on and
1 out. This is popped up. This is towards the Eastern dugout. Patino coming over, lost his cap, but it bounces right in front of the dugout. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Eastern last weekend lost to Ball State 2-1, 16-5, and 7-3. Their starter House had a really good effort against the Cardinals. That was a home series. That was their first home series, their first home game of the year. 1-2 pitch coming here from Taylor. Fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again at 1-2. We'll check Mid-American Conference scores as we go along. First game of the Final Four getting going. Florida Atlantic and San Diego State and Houston. 1-2, got under it and loops it to center. Roush moves back and makes the head-high catch, and the inning is over. But the Eagles pick up a run on a hit. No errors, man left. EMU 1, Ohio coming up. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If there's
with a 4.62 ERA. 7 start, 20 walks, 28 strikeouts. Opposition hitting .269 against him. A.J. Roush starts it off on the right side, Ohio center fielder. And with 2 white batting gloves, he fouls one back to the top of the screen. It's 0-1. A.J. hits .293 with 2 homers and 10 runs batted in. 1-0 EMU, bottom of the first inning in the pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. Ohio won Game 1 at DeKalb last weekend, 11-2. And then won 16-12 in Game 2 in Game 1 of the doubleheader. That was on Sunday. Pitch misses low, 2-1 is the count. And then lost in the nightcap of that doubleheader, 11-1, only had 2 hits. 2-1, sweeps low and away. 3-1 to count. One of the hits was a Mason Minzy homer. He had 2 in DeKalb. 3-1 pitch, fouled back. 3-2. Eastern Michigan's staff ERA is at 5.85. That is 6th in the league. Ohio's is 9th at 8.43. Payoff pitch, spun him around, missed inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk, so both teams have their first batter reach. Here's Alec Patino. What a story Patino's been, huh? First-year Bobcat, Iowa Western Community College transfer. 4 homers and 26 runs batted in. .358 average. Left-handed batter, and the runner breaks. Pitch is missed upstairs. Throw down to second. Ohio steals the sack. A.J. Roush on the stolen base. What's that old saying? What's good for the goose and ganders and such? Ohio doesn't run a lot, but Eastern certainly does. And Ohio does what the Eagles normally do, and that's a stolen base. That is just Ohio's 12th this year in 20 attempts. Pitch misses outside, 2-0 the count. So Ohio with the man in scoring position. For A.J., that's his 4th. He leads the ball club, 5 attempts. This is tapped at the plate, foul, 2-1. So that's 12 stolen bases this year. Eastern Michigan has 48. 2-1 the count, runner at second. 1-0 EMU with the lead. As Alec Patino wears 5. 2 white batting gloves, open stance, left-hand box, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And last weekend in DeKalb, down 10-0 in the first inning in the first game of the doubleheader, and Ohio won without any drama. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch from House. Seemed to elude the swinging bat of Patino. 1 gone, runner at second, 1-0 Eastern Michigan. Here's Mason Minzy. Strikeout number 29 on the season for House. Minzy, who you heard in our pregame open, hopefully you listened to that. Switch hitting from the left side, and he takes one low. It's 1-0. Minzy, a .338 hitter with 6 homers and 21 runs batted in. 17th in the back in average. Tied for 13th in ribbies. He pops this one up, way up there, back of third, shallow, very shallow, and just on the outfield grass, and the catch is made by the shortstop Hopkins for out number 2. The wind's going to push everything today. 2 gone, runner at second. Here's Will Sturrock. Hitting .356 with 5 homers and 15 runs batted in. 2 gone, runner at second, 1-0 Eastern Michigan. Roush breaks, pitches a strike, throw to third. The throw beat him, but the tag was late. That bounced up there about belt high, and Miller thought he got the tag down there, didn't. So a stolen base for A.J. Roush. 0-1 is the count. Eric Roof, the head coach for EMU, comes out, and he's going to have a word with the third base umpire, and that's Kirk Dominic. So Ohio doesn't run a lot, and Roof in a winter coat with that script E on the upper left side has some words, and he's done, and he'll go back to the dugout. So 2 gone, runner at third, 1-0 Eastern Michigan. Ohio gets stolen bases 12 and 13 in 1 inning with 1 guy. So Roush, 5-for-6. Right on right in the 0-1. Tapped off potentially the wrist or somewhere on the catcher, Lux, and he's down. Seated and now upright. And that can't feel good on a 40-ish degree day. It can't feel good at any time, but particularly today, that will really hurt. And hopefully he's all right. Just one of those things on swinging a foul ball off. Eric Roof and the trainer for Eastern Michigan out there to take a look. So he'll try to get in the squat and see if everything's okay. Tap on the head from his head coach, and he'll stay in. So Ryan Lux will stay in the ball game after taking one somewhere off of the knee or wrist or arm. Graduate student out of Shelby Township, Michigan, their catcher. 0-2 the count, runner at third, 2 gone to the pitch. That hit him. Got inside on Sturrock, and he tried to spin away from it, couldn't. So runners on the corners here for Colin Kasperbauer. CK raised his average some 20 points last weekend at Northern Illinois. Came in hitting around 238. He's at 258 right now. 16 runs batted in. Runners on the corners here for Ohio. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 EMU with the lead. Right on left here for the Sioux City, Iowa native in the pitch. Turns on it, foul. Bangs off the wall that's just to the right of the Eagle dugout and down the line and right. 0-1 the count. Doubleheader tomorrow at either noon or 1 to start. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball. This is down the line and left. This is going to go foul. And 0-2 on Colin Kasperbauer. So it will be a busy week for Ohio. Doubleheader tomorrow. Home game midweek Tuesday against Morehead State. Travel day on Thursday for a 3-gamer at Toledo next weekend. 0-2 stays alive as he pulls this foul. Ohio's left-handed hitting third baseman. All things considered, it's a pretty good crowd, considering this is hardly baseball weather, and it's really windy. The real feel is dipping into the 30s. Runners on the corners, 2 gone, 0-2. Swing and a foul tip. Ohio did move the runner from first. That was Sturrock. So Ohio's really trying to force the issue here. Still 0-2 the count. Eagles with the black uniforms and the script E in green, numerals in green. Good looking uniforms. House engages with the rubber. From the stretch, the righty with runners on the corners and 2 gone. 0-2, bouncing ball. It's weakly hit to second. To his right, Taylor sucks it up, throws to first with an outfield stretch for Cross. And the inning is over. 4-3 on the putout. Ohio doesn't get a hit, but strands 2 runners. We've played an inning. 1-0 Eastern Michigan. From Athens, this is Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. And the catcher is Ryan Lux. And the first one to him from Ohio's right-handed starter, Luke Olson, misses outside. It's 1-0. 6, 7, and 8 scheduled. Next one low and outside, 2-0. For Lux, this is his 8th start. .333 hitter with a homer and 6 runs batted in. Right-handed batter in the 2-0. Low, it's 3-0. Olson was good last weekend in DeKalb. Did give up more hits than he wanted to, but 2 runs. Next one is right down the chute for a strike. It's 3-1. Dimensions at the Ren haven't changed since Ohio was here last. 340 down the lines, 380 to the alleys, 405 straightaway center. Hot shot to third, knocked down Casper Bauer. Sidearm throw, got him, good play. Casper Bauer plays a really good hot corner, a really good third base. And he just kind of hangs with it, too. He's never really rattled out there. That was a smoker to third that he knocked down. That was glove side. Calmly through to first for the out. Here's Kyle Schrodel, Schroedle, right fielder, and he takes a strike. Olson works quickly, and the slider's low and away. 1-1 the count. Fastball slider change for the Illinois native. 1-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Schrodel, 259 hitter. Homer and 6 runs batted in. Their right-handed hitting right fielder. 1-2 pitch coming with the bases clear and 1 gone. Got under it, popped it up, back of home and out of play. You got to be tough to not wear long sleeves today. And Olson apparently is tough. Just shirt sleeves. 1-2. Fly ball down the line and right, curling towards the corner. Long run, Sturrock, and that drops into the bullpen. The wind is blowing out towards right, out of the west-northwest, so across the diamond, and that probably blew it into the bullpen. 1-2 the count. Bobcats at home this season. 3-3. 1-2, line drive center field. Roush moves back, still moving back. He's under it and makes the catch. Tilted with his body towards right and angling towards the warning track. And there's 2 up, 2 down here. Here's Aaron Dolney. That sound that you're hearing is, I think, a water dish for a dog that's behind the plate here. Fluffy dog. 2 gone, bases clear, and the pitch. Up and away to Dolney. It's 1-0. 152 hitter, a homer. He's brought in a couple. 8-man of the lineup, left-handed hitter. 1-0, misses upstairs, 2-0. Bases clear, 2 gone, top of the second, 1-0 Eastern in the pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. Yeah, that staff ERA needs to be shaved down. The batting average against does too. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Slung that changeup in there. 2-2 the count. Yeah, 329's too high. 843 is too high. 2-2 pitch. Up and away, pop the mid of Minzy. 3-2 the count. Olson tries to get out of it here. Level 1-2-3 inning. Payoff pitch. Swing and a shot down the line and right. This ball is pummeled towards the corner and foul. Oh no, that's a home run. Did it hook around the foul pole? It did. It hooked around the pole, looked down to the umpire, and he was signaling home run. It is 2-0 Eastern Michigan. Dolney pulled it down the line and right. A solo shot for Dolney, his second home run of the year, and that hooked around the foul pole in right and gone. And Eastern is on top 2-0. Here's Cole Wilcox, their center fielder. I looked down the line there, and it looked like it banged off of the bullpen wall, but it must have hooked around the pole. And it's 2-0 Eastern Michigan. Here is Wilcox, and he fouls this off. 0-2 the count. Look down to the umpire, the first base umpire, who was tracking it the whole way, Jim Strohs. 0-2, fouled back. 2 gone, 2-0 Eastern Michigan. We're in the second. And Dolney, who doesn't have an average over 200, and the 8-man in the lineup, their DH, comes through. It's 2-0 Eastern Michigan. That's home run number 26 this year. Strike 3, inning over. Wilcox, a 308 hitter, goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the day for Ohio starter Luke Olson. But it's 2-0 Eastern Michigan on the solo shot down the line for Aaron Dolney. We go to the bottom of the second. This is Ohio Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome back to the Wren. Eastern Michigan 2, Ohio nothing. Solo homer for Aaron Dolney after a sac fly in the first inning for Taylor Hopkins for EMU. Cole Williams leads it off on the first one from House. Outside of the zone, it's 1-0. Cole, Ohio's DH, left-handed hitter, pops this straight up over the mound. In comes House, third baseman over, and he lunges, and he made the catch. What a tremendous play by Glenn Miller. The third baseman went across the mound, reached back towards second, and made the play. My goodness, what a play to retire Cole Williams here at the start of the bottom of the second inning. The wind blew that towards the first base bag. Here's Gideon Antle, square to bunt, puts it down, it rolls, 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 fair. It's a base hit. That never changed course down the line at third. And Miller, who made a tremendous catch previously to retire Williams, eyed that the whole way for an infield single for Gideon Antle. Here's Alex Finney, Ohio's second baseman. Wears 15, hits 213, 2 homers and 13 runs batted in, and House delivers low. It's 1-0. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Eastern Michigan. Ohio has dominated this series of late against EMU. 1-0, line drive, right field, playable for Schrodel. He'll come in and make the one-handed head-high catch. Round number 2. Back to first goes Antle. Nick Dolan will BG's his way to the plate. 145 hitter with no homers and 8 runs batted in. A little Saturday night fever here. The 9-hole hitter, right-handed hitter, runner at first, 2 gone, and the first one from House in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, it's just the second inning. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. That's low, 1-1. Dolan, Ohio's 9-hole hitting shortstop. On a 40th degree, very windy Saturday night. Cloud cover, lights on here at the ballpark. Right on right, a big rip and a miss. Backside throw to first, sliding back in head first is Gideon Antle. Bobcats trying to get their 8th win of the year, but trying to, more importantly, get their 6th in MAC play. 1-2 pitch, 2 gone. Called, strike 3. Good changeup from House, and that is his 2nd strikeout of the ball game. Ohio gets the bunt hit, doesn't move the runner. No runs a hit, no errors and a man left. We played 2 in Athens, game 1 of the 3-game series. Eastern Michigan 2, Ohio nothing. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Folks handling the web stream tonight. That link's on OhioBobcats.com. Got the conventional audio broadcast for you, too. 2-0 Eastern Michigan. Top of the 3rd inning is on. Back out there is Luke Olson. And the first one to Glenn Miller is a ball, apparently high. It's 1-0. Right on right, the pitch. High chopper to 3rd. Casper Bauer in on a leap. Pats the leather and throws to 1st to retire Miller by a good couple of steps. Here's Matt Kirk. Kirk struck out in the 1st inning. MAC Player of the Year last year. He's had 5 3-hit games this year. And the first one's a strike to the left-handed hitter. It's 0-1. This year, 10th in the league in average, 1st in doubles, 8th in the MAC, and he didn't like that call very much at all. Turned around and had a look and a word for the home plate umpire. It's 0-2 on him. Olson coming back. This is flown down the line and left. It is playable. Antle coming in, and he makes the catch. So a strikeout and a fly out of one of the best hitters in the league. Pretty good for Luke Olson. 2 up, 2 down here. Here's Josh Cross. Doubled in the 1st for this doubling bunch of EMU Eagles. First pitch swinging, pop up, shallow left, coming in, Antle, out shortstop Dolan, and that is as tidy and quick of a 3rd inning as you can get. 3 up, 3 down. And on a cold night like this, that is very, very welcome. 2-0 EMU. We go to the bottom of the 3rd from Athens. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. 0-1 and 0 for Ohio. Back topside now for A.J. Roush. Walk to start off the ball game. It's 2 stolen bases in the first inning. Thomas House brings it in, and that misses inside, and A.J. spun a little bit away from it. It's 1-0. Right on right here, bottom of the third. And the pitch. Belt high strike, it's 1-1. It probably would behoove everybody involved here on a 40-degree night for this zone to be a little bit liberal for both sides. 1-1, low and away, 2-1 the count. Because it can't feel good out there, and I'm sure it doesn't feel good in the stands, and doesn't feel all that great in here either. 2-1, softly hit off the end of the bat, shallow right center field, dumps in for a base hit. That literally was off the end of the bat, and you could tell by the sound of it that was really off of the end cap of the bat. And AJ's pretty strong, and he sent one to shallow right center for a single. Here's Alec Patino. So AJ on base for the second time on this short night. Here's Patino. Open stance, 2 white batting gloves, red bat. In at third is Miller, and the pitch. Belt high strike to the left-handed hitter. It's 0-1. Meeting 135 in this titanic struggle all time between Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Throw to first, chases the runner back. My apologies. Meeting 136. Eastern leads the all-time series 70-65. But Ohio's won 11 of the last 12. 0-1. Big swing and a miss through a breaking ball. 0-2 the count. Ohio had its winning streak against Eastern snapped up at O-Strike last year in the final game of the series, losing 3-1. But Ohio outscored the Eagles 39-21 last year. 39-21. Won 12-8, 12-4, 14-8, and lost 3-1. That's a good trip to O-Strike. It was Easter weekend. 0-2, runner breaks, pitches high, throw down to second is airmailed, and backed up by Corey Taylor, the second baseman. So that is A.J. Roush's third stolen base tonight. He had a grand total of 3 coming in. And he has 3 in now 3 innings of play tonight. He has doubled his yearly total. 1-2, 11 away, 2-2. So nobody gone and a runner in scoring position here. Bobcats down 2-0 to Eastern Michigan in the last of the third. Patino would love his 27th ribby of the season. Tap foul. The cool thing about being at O-Strike and in Ypsilanti on Easter weekend for baseball is they've got an Easter spread. They had ham and the deviled eggs and all the sides and everything. It was delicious. 2-2 pitch. High, it's 3-2. And I've had this job for a while, and so I've been at Eastern for a couple of Easter Sundays. And that's something that they always do. The ham was just delicious. Payoff pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit, big hop. It's Schrodel who'll play it. Stop sign on at third. A.J. Rouse. That's a good decision by Craig Moore. Schrodel got to the ball quickly. It was right at him, and Moore eyed that as he backpedaled down the third base line and put on the hooks for A.J. Roush. So runners on the corners here, back-to-back singles to start off the third inning. And here's Mason Minzy. One of those rare switch-hitting catchers, hitting from the left side. Homered twice in DeKalb last weekend from both sides of the plate. Corners the runners, nobody gone, bottom of the third, and the pitch misses outside. 1-0. Minzy said last year his better side was the left side. He said this year he likes hitting from the right more, but We'll see what happens hitting from the left. He tried to hit it over the convo and came up empty there. 1-1 the count. Hopefully you heard his comments in our pregame interview and pregame open into this series. 1-1. Runner breaks from first. They're going to throw down to second, and they got him with the shortstop taking the throw. So Hopkins took the throw. One gone runner at third now. 2-1 the count. So Patino is caught stealing. 2-6. Eastern made the decision to throw through. Ohio didn't move the runner from third. 2-1. Breaker in for a strike on the outside edge. 2-2. It caught a little bit of the black. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Minzy comes up empty. That was letter high, and give House some credit because he let her rip there. Elevated to Minzy. And so the complexion of this inning has changed a good bit. Ohio had 2 on, nobody out. Now it's up to Will Sturrock with the runner at third and 2 gone here. 2-0 EMU. Breaking ball strike. 0-1. Nothing Eastern Michigan. Bobcats had a really good chance here. 0-1, big swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Now, on a cold day, A.J. Rouse, the runner at third. Stop sign was on from Craig Moore. He read the ball well. It would have taken a good throw. 0-2, called. Strike 3, and the inning is over. What a nice job by Eastern's pitcher, Thomas House, to get out of trouble. Ohio had back-to-back singles, had runners on the corners, had nobody out, and Ohio doesn't score. We go to the fourth, 2-0 Eastern Michigan. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Bobcats had a really good chance in the bottom of the third inning. Runners on first and third and nobody out. The Bobcats didn't score. There was a caught stealing. And then the strikeout. And then the strikeout. Taylor Hopkins leads it off for Eastern Michigan. 4, 5, and 6 against Luke Olson, the Illinois native. And the first one from the right-hander, who is in shirt sleeves tonight, misses low. It's 1-0. Hopkins brought in a run on the ground out. That was back in the first. I said sacrifice fly earlier, and that was incorrect. So a ground out and a homer counting for the runs here as we're in the fourth. This is cued foul down the third base side, out of play. Everybody bundled up at the Wren. This feels like winter more than it feels like springtime. 2-1, lashed down the line and left, going to dump in for a base hit. Eastern Michigan's third on the night. Hopkins with the turn at first, but will hold. Their cleanup hitter sets the table for Corey Taylor. Taylor flew out in the first inning. Fourth inning on, 2-0 EMU. The Eagles won midweek over Oakland 7-5. They had 3 in the 8th to tie and then 2 in the 9th. And did we have a balk here to send Hopkins to second? Must have, because Hopkins at second now. So Taylor bats with the runner at second now. A .323 hitter. And the pitch. Slider for a strike. Outside edge, it's 0-1. Next one from Olsen, lobing away, 1-1. We'll play at either noon or 1 tomorrow. Doubleheader, 2 9-inning games. So potentially 18 innings of baseball fun tomorrow. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Think of all the things that we could talk about in 18 innings of baseball fun. Runner at second, nobody gone. Top of the 4th, 2-0 EMU, and the pitch. High. 2-2. Mentioned Ohio had won 11 in a row against these guys. That started back in 2018. 2-2 pitch from Olsen. Upstairs, 3-2. The last loss to them was 2018. 2-1 loss. Then there was a sweep at Eastern Michigan in 2019. 2021, Ohio won 4 in a row here. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a payoff pitch. Slider that Taylor swung through, and the right-handed hitting second baseman goes down on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout for Luke Olsen, and strikeout 27 on his season now. 1 gone, runner at second. Here's Ryan Lux, the right-handed hitting catcher. Grounded out in the second. Upright stance, middle of the box, right-handed bat, and there's the strike and a fastball. It's 0-1. In 2021, Ohio won 6-3, 4-3, 2-1, 3-2. Here in Athens, RIP to the 4-game series. 0-1 pitch. That just missed up and away. 1-1 the count. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Eastern Michigan. They got here on Thursday night, I would guess. And then all day yesterday, and then all day at the hotel today. 1-1, big rip and a miss for Ryan Lux. 1-2 the count. They will play Akron midweek on the road and then home against Miami next weekend. That Akron game, by the way, is considered a non-conference game. It is not a conference game. Next one just missed. Looked good on a hard one that Minzy held for an extra beat. 2-2 the count. 1 gone, runner at second. Lux the batter. Olsen from the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. What happened in the MAC today, you wonder? Well, let's go back to yesterday first. Bowling Green has taken the first 2 games of the series at Central Michigan. It's a ball club that doesn't have a high average, but they've won 2 games. 1-12-3 yesterday. Runner at second, 1 gone, 2-2 pitch. Missed upstairs, 3-2. BG won yesterday 12-3. Toledo won at Kent State yesterday 7-6. Akron beat Ball State 4-0. So those are 3 pretty surprising results. Payoff pitch, one gone. Fouled back. Good battle here between Lux and Olson. The non-con series this weekend is Xavier and Northern Illinois. Musketeers won yesterday 8-3. So let's turn the page to today, shall we? Why not? 3-2 the count, one gone. Runner at second. Got under it and looped it down the line and right, foul. Really good at bat here for Ryan Lux. And Olson just trying to find something to put him away. Yeah, BG won at Central again today, 3-2. Western beat Miami 6-0, and Xavier over Northern Illinois 9-4. Huskies lost midweek at Northwestern too. Payoff pitch, fouled off again. First base side out of play. And the Eastern dugout's going nuts right now for this at bat with Lux and Olson. Nothing like a staring contest on a 40-degree night. Runner at second is Hopkins. Another payoff pitch with one gone, top of the fourth, 2-0 EMU. Another foul ball back to the screen. Lux, their six-hole hitting catcher. Wears 20. Digs in. Middle of the box on the right-hand side. Two white batting gloves. Olson set at the belt with the runner at second. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. A baffling breaking ball. And Lux finally goes down on strikes. But really, tip your cap to both guys there. That's a heck of an effort. Strikeout number 4 for Olson. Here's Kyle Schrodel. Schrodel, the right fielder. Flew out in the second. He had a 3-run homer. That was a big hit in their win over Oakland. Midweek, they snapped a 3-game losing streak against the Grizzlies. Swings through his slider. It's 0-1. Hopkins has been out at second for a while. 2 gone. 2-0 EMU. We're in the top of the fourth. And the pitch from Olson. Pours, looked to be a good fastball, but missed low. It's 1-1. Schrodel checks the play sheet, which is on his belt buckle. Silver bat in the 1-1. Fouled back to the screen. How about 3 straight Ks to cut the Eagles down in the 4th inning? Olson's 1 away from that. EMU is 8-4 away from home in true road contests this year. 8-4. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Popped up foul. Back to home and out of play. This is the winningest month of March for their head coach, Eric Roof, who's in his 5th season. 89, 163-1. Native of Paducah, Kentucky, like former big leaguer Steve Finley. 1-2, up and away, 2-2 the count. Finley, of course, starred at Southern Illinois University. Went on to a big-time pro career. There have been some ball players coming out of Paducah, Kentucky, and the EMU head coach is one of them. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again at 2-2. He's only 36, their head coach. So he has done really good work as a coach. Assistant at Michigan State, assistant at Eastern, interim, and now full-time head man for 5 years. Runner at second, 2 gone to the 2-2. Fly ball, center field to his left. Rouse still on the run. This is deep. This is gone. It's a 2-run shot for EMU. It's 4-0 Eagles. Schrodel hit a 3-run shot against Oakland, and he bangs one out of here against the Bobcats, a 2-run homer. And the Eagles have doubled up their lead, 4-0 here in the 4th. That ball might have gotten an extra bit of push from the wind, which is blowing across the diamond from left to right, out of here in right center field. Here's Aaron Dolney, their left-handed hitting DH. 2-run homer over the wall and right. First one from Olson, low, 1-0. As mentioned, EMU's team average at 277. That's 2 homers. That is their 26th and 27th this year. Schrodel has 2 homers in his last 2 games, and that's the 2 that he's had all year. 1-1, low, 2-1. These games against Eastern and Toledo, teams in the middle of the league, which Ohio would be there too. So important. 2-1, got under it and popped it up. This is into center. This ball's carrying. This ball's way back, and this ball is gone. And EMU goes back to back, and the Eagles fly out of here again. Solo shot, Aaron Dolney got it up in the wind and sent it out of here to the trees, just to the right of the batter's eye in center. 5-0 EMU. Dolney's second home run of the season. 5-0 Eagles with a 3-run fourth. Here's Cole Wilcox. Man, this inning changed, didn't it? Fly ball down the line and right. This ball's curling, 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 foul. Man, the Eagles are getting under balls and banging them all over the place. Wilcox, their 9-hole hitter, center fielder. So a 2-run shot from Schrodel, followed by a solo dinger for Dolney. Activity will get going in Ohio's bullpen. Olson had back-to-back strikeouts at Taylor and Lux, and then the back-to-back dingers for Schrodel and Dolney. This is fouled back to the screen. 0-2 the count. Two away here in the fourth, 5-0 Eastern Michigan. Fly ball to the left. This is down the line. This is a long run. It's in foul territory, and it was blown back into play, but foul. Blown back in. It was headed well out of play, but blown back on the other side of the wall. And we'll do it again at 0-2. I'm happy to inform you that the high wind warning for Athens County is about 2 minutes away from expiring. Now 1 minute away from expiring. It's 6 o'clock. That doesn't mean that the wind's just going to stop. 0-2 pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3. Inning over, and that's 3 strikeouts for Olson in the inning. 5 for his outing. But the Eagles go back-to-back with jacks with Schrodel and Dolney. A 2-run shot followed by a solo tater. 5-0 EMU. We go to the bottom of the fourth. This is Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello.
Bottom of the fourth inning is on. Welcome back to the Wren. 5-0 Eastern Michigan. Will Sturek leads it off. 4, 5, and 6. Sturek, Casper Bauer, and Williams against Thomas House, the starter for EMU. And the first one's popped foul down the third baseline, out of play. Sturek was hit by a pitch in the first inning. 5-0 EMU. And the pitch. This is up and away. 1-1. Next one, fly ball foul down the line and left and out of play. Bobcats are 5th in runs in the MAC, 5th in hits, 6th in doubles, 6th in triples, 7th in homers. One-two pitch, low and away. 2-2. Ohio is the second fewest strikeouts and 8th in walks. There's a fly ball foul. Down the line and left, out of play. 2-2 the count. Sturek, 14th in the MAC in average, 19th in hits. Shot foul down the line and right on the line. 2-2. This is an offense that could get stuff going. There's no doubt about it. Last weekend, 28 runs in 3 games. 2-2 pitch. Tap foul at the plate towards the EMU dugout. If Ohio's going to get stuff done, the pitching staff's going to have to round into form, and they're going to have to shave that ERA down and batting average against down. 2-2 pitch coming. Fly ball, left field, playable. Kirk coming in, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Colin Casperbauer. CK grounded out in the first. Sorry, that's Cole Williams. So that was, my apologies, Casperbauer flew out. Here's Williams. 1 gone, bases clear, bottom of the fourth, 5-0 Eastern Michigan, and the pitch misses outside. What had happened there was I didn't notate Sturek being retired in the third, and thus said that he led off in the fourth, didn't, and so it was Casperbauer that flew out. Here's Williams, popped out in the second, 2-0 the count. 5-0 Eastern Michigan. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and the pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. Bobcats would love a comeback effort here. Still a long way to go. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. 2-2. Williams in limited duty has really packed in a whole lot of offense. This is his 9th start. 16 for 38 as a hitter. 2-2 pitch. Low and in. 3-2 for Ohio's DH. Wears 8 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Red bat. Payoff pitch. Called. Strike 3 and a breaking ball. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts for Thomas House. Here's Gideon Antle, Ohio's left fielder. Singled in the second inning. 5-0 EMU. We're in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch from House. That's outside, 1-0. The Eagles have the 6th best ERA in the league, 5.85. This is popped up foul towards the eastern dugout. Catcher Lux giving chase, and it bangs off the dugout and into the empty seats. 1-1. Run in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth for EMU. Antle with the hooded sweatshirt and a Crouch in the right-handed box in the 1-1. Strike on a breaking ball on the inside edge. It's 1-2. One-two pitch. Popped up. Foul. Way up there. First base side. Out of play. Bobcats have 3 at Toledo next weekend. Series against Miami follows, and then non-conference at Indiana. 1-2 coming from House to Gideon Antle. Bouncing ball wide of third, foul. Four-game series, a thing of the past. But a number of midweek games at home to come. Moorhead coming up on Tuesday. Marshall will be here. Shawnee State. 1-2, a little bit away to Gideon Antle, 2-2. The league's 2 green gangs going at it this weekend. 2-2 pitch, 2 gone, bases clear, and here it is. Bouncing ball to third, waiting for a favorable hop. Miller throws to first on a big old bounce to cross, and the inning's done. Fly out Casper Bauer, strikeout Williams, 5-3 on the putout for Gideon Antle. 1-2-3 inning for the Cats in the fourth. We go to the fifth, 5-0 Eastern Michigan. This is Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Top of the fifth inning is on. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium. 5-5-0 for EMU. 0-3-0 for OU. And the Eagles started off here. Back top of the lineup. And there's a strike to Glenn Miller, who's got a whole orchestra. Walked and scored in the first, grounded out in the third. Hits here now in the fifth, and the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. From Luke Olson, it's 0-2. From the wind, the 0-2 pitch. Slash to right, in there for a base hit. 6th hit of the day for Eastern Michigan, and they have the leadoff man on for the third time. So number 5 starts off the fifth with a single to right. Here's Matt Kirk. Struck out in the first, flew out in the third, hits here now in the fifth. The Eagles had back-to-back homers in the fourth with the bottom of the lineup. Kirk struck out in the first, flew out in the third. Left-handed batter, back of the box, and the pitch. Breaking ball low. I guess it's 1-0. 37 doubles over 2 seasons. That's a lot. That's what Kirk brings to the table. 1-0. Hit on the ground to second. Could be 2. Finney charges. Sidearm throw to second. Only play there. Dolan had to make sure he secured the ball as he was leaning back towards the mound to make the catch. So a force out. And Kirk is on with the fielder's choice for 6. Here's Josh Cross. Doubled in the first, popped out in the third, hits here now in the fifth. So Ohio has limited the damage with Kirk, as in no damage. Here it is to Cross. That skipped in, knocked down by Minzy. Good play there to make sure that there's no advancement of the runner. 1-0 the count. Cross has 10 multi-hit games this year. He's their RBI leader. He's number 6 in the conference in that category. 1-0, big swing and a miss. 1-1. He is, by the numbers, the 15th hardest player to strike out in the country. Josh Cross with the K. 1-1. Low, 2-1. Cross has struck out just 5 times in approaching 90 plate appearances, 90 at-bats. 2-1, topped foul towards the Eastern dugout. 2-2. He doubled in the first, popped out in the third, and he is a strike away from just his 6th strikeout. This year, it would be Olson's 6th. Runner at first, 1 gone. Top of the 5th and the 2-2. Fly ball down the line and left. It will hang in there. Long run. Antle dives, can't make the play. The wind blew it back in, and Antle had to basically circle the ball, and a crumpled sort of headlong dive, and he wasn't able to make the play. That's a tough play on any day, but particularly today. Runners on first and second now. It's a single for Kraus unless they give an – did they give an error there? Did they give an error on that play? I don't know. Here's Taylor Hopkins. Runners on first and second here for Hopkins. Brought in a run in the first on a ground out, singled in the 4th. Hits here now. It's an 0-1 count on him. So on his Cross, that is his 7th. I'm sorry, the 7th hit for Eastern up on the board. Well, anyway, runners on first and second here for Hopkins, their cleanup hitter. Fouled back to the screen. Kirk stopped at second on the play. They are underway in Houston. Game 1 of the Final Four. Florida Atlantic 5, San Diego State 3, 17:20 to go first half. Miami and UConn to come. Bouncing ball to second, backing up into his left. Finney, only play first, got him there. Second and third, the runners now. Kirk to third, Cross to second. Hopkins grounds out 4-3. Here's Corey Taylor. (6-5) Aztecs now. FAU is 33-3. San Diego State is 29-6. The Aztecs are not going to light you up offensively. They're just going to hammer down on defense. Big rip and a miss for Taylor. It's 0-1. Just a grinder of a game to beat Creighton to get to the Final Four. 0-1 pitch. Same pitch, same result. It's 0-2. And what Florida Atlantic's been able to do to beat Memphis and then FDU, Tennessee, and then Kansas State. 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. That was 3 straight of the same pitch with the same result, and Taylor goes down on strikes. That's 6 for Luke Olson on the day. Halfway home, Eagles strand 2, 5-0 EMU. We go to the bottom of the 5th. This is Bobcat Baseball on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. 8-1-2 scheduled here for Ohio in the bottom of the fifth. Welcome back to Bob Wrenn Stadium. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Thanks for joining us tonight. However you're joining us. House back out there for EMU on the first one. Missed outside. It's 1-0. Finney flew out in the second. Leads it off here in the bottom of the fifth. 5-0 Eastern Michigan. This is popped up. This is into right. Schrodel over towards the line. Eyes backs up and bobbled the ball. Dropped the ball. Standing at second is Finney. He was camped under the ball, and it's a tough night to make a play on a windy night, but he was right there. And that's a two-base error. Hit his glove, and he just dropped it. So an E9 puts Finney at second. And here's Nick Dolan. Struck out in the first, hits here now. Schrodel was over there, but couldn't make the play. Good start here to the fifth. Big swing and a miss for Dolan. 1-1 the count. House's next pitch is his 74th. 1-1 is fouled back. 1-2 the count. That is the third time tonight Ohio's had the leadoff man on by one way or another. Swing and a miss, strike three. Dolan goes down on strikes for the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts for House. 6 strikeouts for House. Back topside, A.J. Roush, who's been on base twice. Walking a single, had 3 stolen bases already, and hits this on a hopper. Back of the bag at second, to the right of the bag, Taylor, and no play. It's bobbled. Runners on the corners here. So Roush on for the third time tonight. Walk single, and we'll see how this is scored. Taylor went all the way to the third base side of the bag at second. So Roush is on. Here's Alec Patino. Struck out in the first, singled in the third, hits here now in the fifth. That's back-to-back errors for the Eagles. Well, the error, strikeout, and then the error, E4. So here's Patino, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Runners on the corners, 1 away, bottom of the fifth, 5-0 Eastern Michigan. And that misses outside from House. San Diego State's opened up a 14-5 lead on Florida Atlantic. 14:38 first half. 1-1 outside. 2-1 the count. If San Diego State hits shots, it's game over because they are not incredibly offensive. But if they get in a roll like that, they're tough to beat with that defense. 2-1 low, 3-1 the count. They are at times offensively challenged, and it's a Herculean effort sometimes for them to hit shots. Line drive to left, gonna get down for a base hit. Finney had to wait, but then he comes in to score. It is 5-1. Runners on first and second on an RBI single to the left for Alec Patino. RBI number 27 on his season. Here's Mason Minzy. So Kirk had to charge in on that. Finney scores, and so the errors, they matter for sure. Error to put Finney on, error for Roush to get on. Time called, Eastern pitching coach out to the mound to have a word. With 1 gone here in the bottom of the fifth, and Ohio down 5-1. So as mentioned, Ohio can score some runs, 5th in the conference in runs scored. And homers for EMU, a difference today. 2-run shot Schrodel, solo shot for Dolney. Meeting on the mound done. Ohio trying to continue their efforts here in the 5th. Anytime anybody has multiple errors in an inning, you better take advantage, and Ohio has. Here's Minzy. Gets under this and pops it up down the line and left. Long run, Kirk now circling it, makes a one-handed head-high squeeze for out number 2 of the inning. Here's Will Sturrock. Sturrock was hit by a pitch in the first. Out in the 3rd. Hits here now in the 5th. 2 gone. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 5-1 Eastern Michigan with the lead. Fastball strike from House. It's pitch 84 for him. Sturrock, Ohio's cleanup hitter. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Inning started with the error in right by Schrodel, then the error for Taylor. This is cued foul back to the backstop. Ohio out hit 7-4, but EMU has 2 errors. You'd love to get more than just one here in the bottom of the 5th. Sturrock, Ohio's .356 hitting cleanup hitter. 0-2 called. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for House. And that froze Sturrock. Inning over. Ohio gets a run on a hit. 2 errors. And a couple of men left. We played 5. 5-1 Eastern Michigan. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. .711 ERA. Did make a start earlier this year. 6 1/3 inning of work. 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Colin Sells in for Ohio here. In for Luke Olson. Lux, the catcher for EMU, takes one outside. It's 1-0. He grounded out and struck out. 1-0 pitch from Sells. Line drive, right center field. Long run, Sturrock still on the run, and it clangs off his glove and then bangs off the wall. Lux will pull into second. He's in. Sturrock went over. Long run for it. That's a double to start off the 6th. Here's Kyle Schrodel, who hit a 2-run homer back in the 4th. That was in the gap. That was a long sprint for Sturrock, but he couldn't make the play. 8th hit for EMU, another double. Lux with his first this year. Big swing and a foul tip for Schrodel. It's 0-1. Wind has backed off a little bit. Still breezy out there. The wind warning is done, however, if you felt danger. That expired at 6. From the stretch, here it is. Inside, 1-1. Right on right here, Schrodel, 7-hole hitting right fielder. Gentle rock of the bat, 1-1. Breaking ball strike, it's 1-2. Good pitch. Cloud cover breaking a little bit. Tomorrow should be a better weather day for sure. 1-2 pitch. Tap foul at the plate. Do it again at 1-2. (5-1) Eastern Michigan. We're in the top of the 6th. Give you the line on Olsen in a second here. Bouncing ball towards third, and it is a fair ball. Casper Bauer circled it through to first. Short hop pickup Patino. Good play. Staying at second is Lux. Here is Aaron Dolney, their DH. Dolney's hit 2 home runs today. In the 2nd and in the 4th. Hits here now in the 6th with a runner at second and 1 gone, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. Colin Sells wipes to a new pitch. And the 1-0. Bounced in. It crawled up Minzy's arm. He can't locate it. Finally, Sells does. It is a wild pitch. Runner to third. Florida Atlantic's gone on a run. 19-17 Owls, 10:34 first half. Wasn't it 14-5 not long ago? So a 14-3 run for FAU. 2-0 the count on Aaron Dolney. Infield in and the pitch. Hit the spot. It's a strike. 2-1. Two on pitch from Colin Sells. Check swing, didn't go. Pitch misses apparently low and away. It's 3-1. There's a fastball strike. 3-2. Three and two the count. 1 gone, runner at third. Here it is for Dolney. Outside, ball 4. Runners on the corners here. Olsen's line, 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 6 strikeouts. He threw 96 pitches, 68 were strikes. Here's Cole Wilcox. He struck out twice. Ohio would love a double play. Bobcats haven't turned a lot. 10 this year. Ohio 7th in the league in fielding percentage. One gone, top of the 6th, 5-1 Eastern Michigan. Sells for Wilcox instead of throw to first, chases the runner back. Next one from Colin Sells. Runner breaks from first, pitch misses inside, bluff throw to second with nobody covering. It's a stolen base. Dolney with the stolen base. That's the Eagles' first today. That's 49 this year. Dolney with his 7th. Second and third, the runners now. Infield still in. One gone, top of the 6th. 5-1 Eastern Michigan. Sells for Wilcox on 1-0. And instead, time called. Ohio out hit 8-4. 2 errors for the Eagles. This is the 9-man in the lineup. 1-0 pitch. Up and in, 2-0. Eastern with 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth. Ohio countered with 1 in the 5th. Had a chance for an inning in the 3rd when Ohio had runners on the corners and nobody out. 2-0. Fastball low. Over but low. Apparently it's 3-0. Big pitch here for Colin Sells. The tall Lancaster native. Here it is. There's a strike. It's 3-2. You'd love a strikeout here to just kind of break the tension, wouldn't you? Second and third, the runners. Here it is from Sells. That missed low and away. Ball 4. Bases loaded here. And back top of the lineup for Eastern Michigan. This is Glenn Miller. Miller, a .286 hitter. He's been on base twice. Walked and singled. Sacks packed with Eagles. 1 gone, top of the 6th. 5-1 EMU. There's a strike from Sells. It's 0-1. How about a double play? At third is Lux. At second, Dolney. At first is Wilcox. This is topped foul towards the third base coach's box. 0-2 the count. Eastern Michigan last year went 22-34, 16-24 in the league. They had 3 series wins. They had 5 splits. 5 losses and 2 splits. It was a line drive foul, first base side out of play. So 3 wins, 5 losses, 2 splits. Ohio, by comparison, last year went 29-24. But 21-15 in the league and 16-5 at home. 0-2 fouled back to the screen. Colin Sells would love a punch out. Bases loaded for Eastern in the 6th. 4-run cushion. Sells for Glenn Miller on 0-2. Bouncing ball towards third. Casper Bauer in. Looked home. Throws to first. Got him. It's 6-1 Eastern Michigan. He looked home initially, but either didn't feel comfortable about it or didn't think it was the right throw for the out. 6-1 Eastern Michigan on the ground out. Lux scores. To third, Dolney. To second, Wilcox. Miller on the ground out. 10 runs batted in for him this year. Be careful here with Matt Kirk. First one outside. It's 1-0. Struck out, flew out, reached on a fielder's choice. The reigning MAC Player of the Year from last year. And a doubling machine. If he doubles, it is 8-1 EMU. But 6-1 now. That missed outside. 2-0 the count. Kirk with 20 RBIs this year. Good ball player. Out of Milford, Ohio. Next one up and away, and with first base open here, 2 gone, and even with Cross coming up next, I don't think that Kirk's going to get much here on 3-0. Left-handed batter. 3-0 pitch coming from Sells. He challenged him a bit, and it's fouled off, 3-1. Inning started with the Lux double. Ground out, walk, walk, ground out. Run in, second and third, the runners with 2 gone. 3-1 pitch coming. Lost the handle on it, missed outside. Ball 4, bases loaded again. Here's Josh Cross. Sacks packed with Eagles. Time called. Tim Brown, Ohio's pitching coach, with a purposeful walk out to the mound. There's some bodies down to the bullpen, but nobody throwing in Ohio's bullpen right now. Big moment of the ball game. Run already in. 5 is the deficit, and it can't get much higher than that. (6-1) Eastern Michigan. This is a pitching coach, pitcher, and catcher meeting on the mound. And Tim will jog back to the dugout, which on a day like today is appreciated. So Colin Sells has to get out of it here. With nobody tossing down in that bullpen, it's up to him with 2 gone in the top of the 6th and a run already in. And the pitch to Josh Cross. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. He's their RBI leader. Top 10 of the conference in that category. Has 3 out there for him right now. He's 2 for 3 today in the 0-1. Bounced in, 1-1. And Mason Mincy did well to block that, because if he didn't block it as well, it would be 7-1 EMU. Cross, left-handed hitter, wears 47, and the 1-1. There's a strike and a changeup. 1-2. If you could get out of this with giving up just 1 run, that would be something. 1-2 the count, 2 gone, bases packed, top of the 6th. 3 men in the lineup is Cross. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Swung through a breaking ball, inning over. EMU gets 1 but leaves 3. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 6-1 Eastern Michigan. This is Bobcat Baseball. We got a defensive change here for Eastern Michigan. 6-1 EMU, bottom of the sixth. 6-8-2 for EMU. 1-4-0 for OU. Colin Kasperbauer leads it off here. Cats got to battle back, down 5. Kasperbauer, the 5-man in the lineup. First pitch swinging, bouncing ball to Taylor at second. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Cole Williams. House still in there for EMU. There was a signal of a defensive change for Eastern Michigan, but that has not been notated in the book as of yet. So when I find out, I will let you know. Want to know the count on Cole Williams. 6-1 Eastern Michigan in the sixth. Here it is from House. Pumps in a strike. It is 1-1. Florida Atlantic has inflated it to an 8-point lead now, 36-28. Bouncing ball to first underneath the diving glove of Cross and goes into the corner. Hitting first and going to second, Williams. It's a double. Here's Gideon Antle. So a 1-out, 2-bagger for Cole Williams. .330 left in the first half in game one of the Final Four. FAU 36, SDSU 28. Here's Gideon Antle, singled in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Hits here now in the sixth. 6-1 Eastern Michigan, and the first one misses high. It's 1-0. Florida Atlantic has 6 made threes in the first half. They're perfect at the line, and they're 14-24 from the field. That's 58%. 1-0. Missed inside. 2-0 the count. Difference, the Aztecs shooting 47%. All Owls early on a run. Antle, the 7-man in the lineup, fouls one back. 2-1 the count. Still some time here. Ohio down 5. 2-1 pitch. Missed inside. 3-1 the count. Look down to the Eastern bullpen. There are some bodies down there. Can't tell if anybody's throwing. Antle hits out of a crouch. Runner at second, 1 gone. 3-1 coming from House. Low, ball 4. Here's Alex Finney. Finney reached on an error in the 5th. That was one of 2 errors in the inning, and he would score Ohio's only run. House getting close to 100 pitches. This one will be his 97th. And it's a strike. It's 0-1. One gone in the 6th. Finney, the 8-man in the lineup, Ohio's second baseman. This one's well outside, 1-1. Dolan on deck. If Finney reaches, we'll see how much longer they go with House. 1-1 is a strike. It's 1-2. Williams on at second, Antle at first. Finney with a slightly open stance, 2 white batting gloves, guard on his left shin, 1-2, popped it up. Foul towards first, over is Cross, under it, makes the catch. 2 away, it's up to Nick Dolan now. Dolan has struck out twice, in the 2nd and in the 5th. 100 pitches for House on the day. And the slider sweeps low and away. Two away, runners on first and second. 6-1 Eastern Michigan in the pitch. Big swing and a miss. It's 1-1. If I'm doing my math correctly here, this is a 31-14 FAU run. Up 36-28 with 3 minutes left first half in the final four. 2-1 the count on Nick Dolan. UConn and Miami coming up tonight. How about the women's Final Four games last night? They were awesome. 2-1. Just missed outside. Good eye from Dolan. It's 2-2. Caitlin Clark in Iowa won over South Carolina. LSU in the championship game. 3-1. Off the fist foul. Back to home, out of play. 3-2. You figure this might be the end of the line for House. At over 100 pitches now. 3-2 the count, 2 gone. Runners on first and second. Swing at a bouncing ball. Left side of the infield. Charging Hopkins. Went under his glove. It goes on the left. Is 6-2 now. Scoring is Williams. To third is Antle. It's an error. E6 to put Dolan on. The third error of the day for EMU. And here's A.J. Roush. It's 6-2 now. And for Eagle fans, House deserves a better fate than that, but he got the ground out to try to get out of the inning. Should have got out of the inning. It's an error. And there's a strike to A.J. Roush. Can Ohio capitalize here? Corners with the runners, 2 gone. Single tallies here for Ohio in the 5th and 6th. Need more. Pitch is low, knocked down by Lux. Good block there. Runners on the corners with 2 away. 6-2 EMU. 3 homers on the day for the Eagles. Pitch misses up and in. 2-1 the count. House at 107 pitches. 2-1. Nearly bent back into the zone. Missed inside. 3-1 the count. Roush with 10 runs batted in this year. He's been on base every trip to the plate. Walk, single, error. 3-1 the count. A.J. swings, little fisted fly ball, shallow center, long run. Wilcox can't make the play. 6-3 on a dump of an RBI single to center for A.J. Roush. Here's Alec Patino. Antle scores. Dolan hot-footed it to third. Roush with RBI 11. Here's Patino. Eastern should have gotten out of the inning. Eastern didn't get out of the inning. Time called. Pitching change coming here. With 2 gone, runners on the corners. Ohio down 6-3. The first multi-run rack for the Cats here. A 2 spot in the 6th. And EMU most likely is going to the bullpen, as they haven't made a change as of yet. And the change is made now. So Thomas House's night is done, but you can't close the book on him after 111 pitches. He struck out 7, walked 2, but 2 out there, his responsibility. So the situation, runners on the corners, 2 gone, 6-3 Eastern Michigan. Bottom of the 6th continues with the new Eastern pitcher after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Already in 6-3 EMU. Zach Gillig out of Valley Center, Kansas, in for EMU. Gillig, wears 40, 6'2", 215, right-handed pitcher. Zach Gillig in for Eastern Michigan. Gillig making his 8th appearance, no record, 8.16 ERA. Opposition hitting .293 against him. Big swing and a miss. For Alec Patino, it's 0-1. Bobcats have a chance here with 2 in, runners on the corners. Ohio down 3. Right on left, Patino struck out 2 singles today in the 0-1. There's a strike and a hard one from Gillig. It's 0-2. At third is Dolan. At first is A.J. Roush. Big moment of the ball game. If Ohio could get one more, at the very least, you keep the pressure on for sure. Still 2 in, and still a lot of baseball left to be played. 0-2 from Gillig to Alec Patino. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Lux. Strikeout. Gillig gets the job done, but Ohio scores 2, strands 2. We play to the 7th. Ohio down 6-3 to Eastern Michigan. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Mark Porter Auto Group.
Seventh inning is on. Welcome back to the Wren. 6, 8, and 3 for the boys from Ypsi. 3, 6, and 0 for the Athens crew. 6-3 Ohio trails. Cats with 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Colin Sells back out there. Taylor Hopkins to lead it off. And the first one misses. It's 1-0. He's their cleanup hitter, brought in a run with the ground out in the first, singled in the 4th, and grounded out in the 5th. Hits here now in the 7th, and skips rope over one low and inside. It's 2-0. Halftime score, Florida Atlantic 40, San Diego State 33. 2-0, misses inside. It's 3-0. So FAU is a half away from playing for a national championship. For Indiana native Dusty May. Pitch misses low. It's ball 4. It's a leadoff walk. And after you get 2, you never want to do that. Here's Corey Taylor, who's struck out twice and flew out in the first. Taylor, the 5-man in the lineup, right-handed hitter. Corey Taylor. EMU trying to go 9-4 away from home. Remember, they've only played just 3 home games this year. Right on right, runner at first. 6-3 Ohio trails. Throw to first, chases Hopkins back, and to repeat, Eastern can run. Hopkins this year is 5 for 7 in stolen bases. Another throw over. Lights on at the ballpark right around 7 o'clock. Here it is from Sells. Square to bunt. Ducked under, a breaker up and in. 1-0 on Corey Taylor. One-0 pitch. That just missed. Yeesh. Looked to be pretty good, but was outside? I don't know. 2-0 the count. Taylor, their second baseman. 2-0. Bounced in, 3-0. Good amount of chatter from the fans here. Encouraging both sides. 3-0 the count. Runner at first. Good lead there for Hopkins. He's holding. 3-0. Strike. It's 3-1. Three and one the count. Right on right from Colin Sells instead of throw to first. Taylor wears 27. Real close to the plate. Runner breaks, stops, swing and a miss. 3-2. Taylor in his last 10 games, 7 for 29 coming in, 0 for 3 tonight. Gosh, these notes are tremendous. Taylor from Shelbyville, Indiana. Throw to first, chases the runner back. I was going to talk more about this, but Greg Steiner and the crew in the sports info office at Eastern Michigan, man, they do a tremendous job. And these are high-level baseball notes. Everything broken down. Swing and a miss, strike three. Throw down to second. They got him. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. That's the third time that Taylor strikes out. Hopkins is gunned down. And bases wiped clean with 2 away here in the top of the 7th. 6-3 Eastern Michigan. Here's Ryan Lux. That was a seed from Mason Minzy. First one bounces into Lux. It's 1-0. Now they've got the last 10 games for everybody in their lineup on what they've done. Everything's broken down for every player. Lux wears 20. And the pitch to him. High chopper to second. To his right a step. Finney sucks it up, throws to first in time. And that's a really nice job for Colin Sells and his defense, particularly Mason Minzy. There was a leadoff walk, strikeout, ground out, caught stealing, inning over. Time to stretch in Athens. 6-3 Eastern Michigan. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. but a dog just took part in the 7th inning stretch. It's very impressive. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 6-3, Eastern Michigan with the lead. Alex Finney wears 15. The dog's wearing a Finney 15 shirt, and I would guess that's Alex Finney's dog. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 6-3. Ohio trails, and the Bobcats battling here. Gillig back out there for EMU. And 1-1 is the count as we lead it off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mason Minzy takes one high. It is 2-1. Kicking the pitch. Fly ball down the line and left foul. Now to play. Gillig. The pant legs pulled up to his knees. Working the high socks. Minzy tonight popped out, struck out, flew out. 2-2. Low and away, ball 3. Sturrock, Casper Bauer scheduled. Ohio was down 10-0 after 1 inning at Northern Illinois last weekend, battled all the way back and won. 3-run deficit, that's nothing. 3-2, low and away, ball 4. Minzy with a leadoff walk here in the 7th. So here's Will Sturrock. EMU's been down a couple of times this year and won. They've had 5 wins when they've trailed by 3 or more. Again, another good note. First one to Sturrock's a strike. 0-1 the count. 6-3 Eastern Michigan. Game 1 of this 3-game Titanic tilt. 0-1 from Gillig. Hit the spot. It's a strike. 0-2. Game time tomorrow, noon or 1. That'll be decided after the game tonight. Just to the right of straightaway center is Wilcox. 0-2. Just missed, low and away. Looked pretty good. Good eye from Will Sturrock. It's 1-2. Outfield pretty deep for Sturrock, who has 5 homers this year. 1-2 pitch coming from Gillig. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sweeping slider. Here's Colin Casperbauer. Ohio's third baseman, 0 for 3. Ground out, pop out, ground out. Casperbauer takes a strike. It's 0-1. Run in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the 6th for Eastern Michigan. 0-1, low and away, 1-1. 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th for Ohio. 1-1 the count. Runner at first, 1 gone, bottom of the 7th. Inside out swing, down the line and left foul. It's 1-2. If you're wondering, Eastern's defense is 2nd in the league. Just 19 errors into tonight, and they have committed 3. So that's pretty rare for them. Ohio isn't erred tonight. Eagles have turned a max second best 18 double plays. 1-2. Rope to right, base hit, solidly struck. Minzy will stop at second. So the tying runner to the plate, it's Cole Williams. He has 3 homers, doubled and scored in the 6th. Well, interesting. After Ohio trailed 5-0. Left-handed batter. Ohio's 7th hit on the night. Close to the plate, back of the box, left-hand side. Here it is from Gillig. Strike, belt high, outside edge, 0-1. Minzy at second, Casper Bauer at first. 0-1 the count with 1 away. Missed outside. Gillig did. It's 1-1. One pitch. Cole takes up and away. 2-1. There is double barrel activity in Ohio's bullpen, and I can't see to Eastern's bullpen. 2-1 the count. Ohio making it interesting here in the last of the 7th. 2-1. Williams takes a fastball strike. It's 2-2. Two pitch. Instead, a throw to second, and it was bobbled by the shortstop. Sliding back in was Minzy. Oof, that was a car crash at the bag at second. Two and two the count. Gillig from the stretch and brings it home. Line drive, left field will hang up. Oh no, it's bobbled and dropped by Kirk. It rolls past him. It will roll to the warning track. Could clear the bases. Mincy scores. Casper Bauer scores. In at third is Cole Williams. It is 6-5. It hung up, but Kirk couldn't make the catch as he came in, and then it rolled past him. Clanged off of his glove. I think it made contact, and it rolled past him. So here's Gideon Antle. It's 6-5. Time called. Here in the bottom of the 7th, it is officially ruled a triple. I don't know if he actually made contact with the ball or not, but it rolled past to the warning track and it cleared the bases. So it's officially a triple. And here's Gideon Antle. One gone, runner at third, infield in for Eastern Michigan. And Eastern's defense, second best in the league, and having some issues. That's fouled back. It's 0-1. Down 5-0. Ohio down 6-5 now. Here it is from Gillig. Fly ball foul. 0-2 the count. This would be a heck of a win to get if you could get it. Still work to be done. Here it is from Gillig. Fouled off the face mask of Lux back to the screen. That ball definitely hung up for Kirk, who is charging on it. Couldn't make the play. 0-2 coming. Line drive, left field, base hit. Ball game tied at 6. Scoring from third is Williams. Antle brings in his 12th RBI this year. We're no better than when we started. 6 runs on the last 3 innings. 1 gone. Here's Alex Finney. My goodness. The Battleback Bobcats are battling again. Tapped at the plate. It's 0-1. Huh. 9 hits, but wow. Ohio putting the ball in play and putting the pressure on the opposition. 0-1 the count on Finney instead of throw to first. One in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. Right on right, the 0-1 pitch coming. Upstairs, 1-1. Now, Ohio had to stew on that 11-1 loss to NIU from last weekend, last Sunday, the nightcap of the doubleheader, and a 9-hour bus ride home. And they only had 2 hits, and they felt that they had a chance for a sweep and didn't get it. So what do you do after that? Well, you're down 5-0 to start. Eastern would increase that lead. 1-1, roped down the line in the left base hit. Hitting second, stop sign on at second. Antle, that is back-to-back-to-back-to-back hits. Here's Nick Dolan. So a bases clearing triple for Williams, an RBI for Antle, and now Finney. Time called. Catcher and third baseman out to the mound for EMU. Ohio has 10 hits on the day now. This mound meeting allows us to hear the Bee Gees for a little longer, which is a great song on a Saturday night. The Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. First and second, the runners, 1 gone. Ohio is battling back again, and maybe this could be a signature for this green and white crew. Now, you don't want to be in this position often where you're down and you have to battle back, but sometimes that happens. Squaring to bunt, pulling it back, taking a strike. It's 0-1. Is Nick Dolan. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th, reached on an error in the 6th. 2 aboard and 1 gone here. Ohio still working on more with a good chance to do it. 0-1, big rip and a miss, 0-2. I would guess if you ask most ball clubs, do you like the battle back mantra? Well, they prefer not to be down to have to battle back. 0-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Dolan goes down for the 3rd time tonight. Back topside to A.J. Roush. 8th batter to bat in the inning. Can Ohio come back here all the way? Tied at 6, last of the 7th. A.J. Roush. Time called. 2nd meeting on the mound. Pitching change coming up here for Eastern Michigan. So ball game tied at 6. 2 away. Runners on 1st and 2nd. I think this is a pitching change. Yeah. It's pretty sure that there was a meeting before. So there's the move to the bullpen. First and second, the runners, 2 gone. Bottom of the 7th, 3 already in. Ball game tied at 6. We'll step aside for 60. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Everyone knows that.
Michigan. 6'4", 199, senior Luke Russo into the ball game for Eastern Michigan. 9th appearance. He started 3 games. He's 3-1 with a 3.86 ERA. First and second, the runners, 2 gone, 3 already in. Bottom of the 7th, and the first pitch bounces in and rolls to the on-deck circle. Rounding third and coming in to score. Ohio leads it 7-6. Gideon Antle just kept on running. And the wild pitch is a 2-base wild pitch. And Ohio leads it 7-6. I don't know what really could be argued here. Was that a hit batter or not? No? I don't know what was really possible to be argued. I don't even know if that was what was happening. No, it wasn't. Eastern's head coach just came out of the dugout to have a word and had to give something to their shortstop. 7-6 Ohio on a 4-run inning. Up to second on the play goes Alex Finney. 7-6 Ohio. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 4 already in. Runner on at second. Roush bats, and Ohio tries to add. Swing and a foul tip. 1-1 the count. Ohio's come all the way back, and it was a 2-base wild pitch to give Ohio the lead. When do you ever see that? 1-1. Missed outside. 2-1 the count. I mean, think about it. All the wild pitches that you might have seen. When do you see one for 2 bases and the go-ahead run? 2-1. Low and away, it's 3-1. A 4 spot for Ohio in the 7th. Three and one from Russo to Roush. Up and away, ball 4. What an inning. Here's Alec Patino. He singled twice tonight and struck out. What an inning. think if Kirk made the catch and left, all this most likely doesn't happen. Instead, he didn't, and it did. Pitch to Patino, misses outside. It's 1-0. Right on left here as the bottom of the 7th inning continues. Check swing. He went 1-1. One and one the count. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to first. Played there by Cross. Runs to the bag for the out. But Ohio gets 4. And Ohio leads at 7-6 as we go to the 8th. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Hello there.
New pitcher in the ballgame for Ohio is Braxton Kelly. 6'3", 180 from Ulysses, Kentucky. Braxton Kelly in, top of the 8th inning. And the first one to Schrodel, the right fielder, misses outside. It's 1-0. Braxton Kelly into the ballgame for Ohio. 8th appearance, which is a staff high. 0-1 with the 3.12 ERA. Right-handed arm, fires one in for a strike. It's 1-1. A 4-run inning for Ohio in the bottom of the 7th, after a 2-run 6th, after a 1-run 5th. 1-1. Bounces in, 2-1 the count. Another impressive showing here. Remember, Ohio had a chance for a series win against Central Michigan, but Ohio trying for its 3rd MAC series win this weekend. This is pop foul, back at home and out of play. 2-2 the count. Nine men batted for the Bobcats in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch coming. Half-hearted swing, apparently a foul tip at the plate. Do it again at 2-2. This is actually a pinch hitter for Eastern Michigan. It's Logan Hugo, and he swings and misses strike 3, and then the throw around the diamond was airmailed into left. That's all right. Better have it happen there than anywhere else. So Hugo pinch hit for Schrodel. So here's Aaron Dolney. Left-handed batter and takes a fastball strike. So 1-1. He homered a 2-run shot that was back in the 4th. I'm sorry, he's homered twice, a solo homer in the 2nd and then in the 4th. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. EMU 11-10, 4-5 of the MAC. Ohio 7-14, 5-4 in the league. 0-2 from Kelly, called, strike 3. It's a great start here to the 8th inning. Back-to-back punch-outs. Here's Cole Wilcox, their 9-man. So now you're 4 outs away from coming back and winning. Right-handed batter is Wilcox, 9-man in the lineup, takes a strike, it's 0-1. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, walked in the 6th. That just missed outside to Wilcox. It is 1-1. This is popped up, heading back this way, and bounces on the concourse, on the walking path that separates the Baumholtz Club and the seats behind the plate. 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 upstairs, 2-2. I think in all my years here, I think only one ball has bounced anywhere close to the booth. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Braxton Kelly with the K. K's EMU in the 8th. We head to the bottom half, 7-6 Ohio. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Today, Hugo stays in the ball game to play in right field. Minzy on the night, 0 for 3. Walked, struck out, did score a run, right on left, and that bounces in. It is 1-0. Ohio trailed 5-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch misses low from Russo. It's 2-0. So all of Ohio's runs have come from the last 3 opportunities. 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to second, to his left, down on the slide. Taylor, good play, throws to first in time for the out. Here's Will Sturrock. Good play by Corey Taylor. You'd love an insurance tally for sure. Right on right in the pitch. There's the strike. It is 0-1. Lights in full effect at the ballpark. Cloud cover. The wind has died down considerably. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball strike. It's 0-2. At one point, you didn't think that Ohio would be in this position, but they are. 0-2. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. Russo gets the punch out of a good hitter in Will Sturrock. So here's Colin Kasperbauer. 3 defensive errors for Eastern Michigan in this ball game, and that's part of the story too. Their starting pitcher, House, deserved a better fate than tonight. There's the strike. It's 0-1. But Ohio just kept battling. Here it is from Russo, low and away. 1-1. So this is something Eastern Michigan has done a number of times this year. Well, Ohio's proving to be battle back worthy too. 1-1. There's the strike. It's 1-2. Wind not as hard blowing as it was earlier, but still blowing out to right. 1-2 pitch. Missed inside, 2-2. The final 4, FAU has increased its lead 50-40 on San Diego State, 14:58 to go. 2-2 pitch. Low, 3-2. Remember, SDSU was on top 14-5 at the start of that game. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, bases clear, bottom of the 8th, 7-6 Ohio with the lead. Here it is from Russo, swinging a foul tip into the mid of the catcher Lux, inning over. We head to the 9th, Ohio trying to hold and head home. 7-6 Bobcats. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield. Kirk and Cross, 3 very, very good hitters. Miller tonight walked and singled. Kirk has reached base twice, but without a hit. Cross has 2 hits. 7-6 Ohio in the 9th. Braxton Kelly delivers, bounces in, it's 1-0. Antle, Roush, and Sturrock in the outfield left to right. Casper Bauer, Dolan, Finney, and Patino on the infield. Battery of Minzy and Kelly, 1-0, fouled off. 1-1. Miller's their third baseman. Close to the plate, right-handed hitter. 1-1. Just missed outside, 2-1. Ohio out hitting EMU 10-8. Here it is from Kelly. Fouled back to the screen. Count level at 2-2. Two and two the count. Here it is from Kelly. Bouncing ball towards third. It's foul. Casper Bauer went over there to dive. It was just foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Top of the Eastern Michigan lineup. Ohio's won 11 of the last 12 in this series. Had an 11-game winning streak snapped in the final game of the series last year at Eastern. 2-2. Call. No, just missed outside. Ooh, it looked pretty good, 3-2. It is a deliberate look from Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire. Payoff pitch. Line drive, right field. Sturrock's there and makes the catch. One gone in the ninth. Here's last year's Player of the Year in the Matt Kirk. Right on left. Braxton Kelly trying to secure the save. Ohio trying to bang down the wind. Swing and a miss for Kirk. It's 0-1. And if Ohio gets to where Ohio wants to get to this year, today's a day to remember. 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Down 10-0 at Northern last weekend to battle back to win. That was another one. This one against a team that's right there with them would be something to remember too. 1-2 the count. Because Eastern Michigan is going to play a part into who goes, them or others, into the MAC tournament. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Kirk goes down on strikes. Fourth strikeout for Kelly, and that's as impressive of a strikeout as you will see. Because Kirk is an all-conference and Player of the Year type player because he won the award last year. It comes down to Josh Cross. Multi-hit game for the 11th time this year. Cross has 2 hits, takes one low and in. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch, low, 2-0. Bases clear, 2 gone, top of the ninth. 7-6 Ohio leads. Kelly for Cross. There's a strike called. It's 2-1. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. The Eagles are down to their final strike when they led 5-0 to start. The Battleback Bobcats are right there, 2-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Paint this one green and white. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. And they explode out of the dugout and out of the bullpen. Ohio wins it 7-6. 5 strikeouts for Braxton Kelly in the save. Line score in the contest for Ohio, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Ohio left 10. Eastern Michigan, 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. And the Eagles left 6. Ohio gets the win, 7-6, after trailing 5-0 to start the game. The win, Colin Sells. The save, Braxton Kelly. The loss, Gillig for EMU. Time of the ball game, right around 2 hours and 40 minutes in front of a couple hundred at Bob Wren Stadium. A couple of homers for the Eagles. They had 3. Schrodel, Dolney, and Dolney. Ohio with multi-hit efforts from Williams and Alec Patino, plus A.J. Roush on base a ton tonight. Ohio just kept battling, and Ohio gets the win. Ohio is now 8-14 on the year and 6-4 in the MAC. Eastern Michigan 11-11 and 4-6 in the league. Tomorrow, 2 nines. It's a doubleheader. And the game time will be decided tonight, either noon or 1 o'clock tomorrow. So Ohio has a chance to win the series in Game 1 of the doubleheader tomorrow. And we certainly hope that you join us then. Pre-game show just prior to the start of tomorrow's contest. We'll put out a rewind tonight as well, too. Ohio wins at 7-6 over Eastern Michigan. Thank you so much for listening via however you've listened tonight on the Varsity Network app, on OhioBobcats.com, or the web stream as well. Thanks to Jordan Bose and his crew for their work. I'm Russ Eisenstein, repeating tonight's happy final. Ohio 7, Eastern Michigan 6. Good night from Bob Wren Stadium. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.